Hey guys, Adrian here on behalf of 2PG.com, your great source for two-player and multiplayer games online where you can have fun, socialize and brag, get achievement and ranks. And today we're taking a look at Counter Terror. This is one of the many games offered here over at 2PG. This is an awesome tactical action game at 2PG that is really just unique in the fact that it has this kind of multi-layer gameplay to it. You'll have multiple floors that you can go through in this really sort of retro style graphics. The city's being overrun with terrorists taking hostages, and your objective is to go through, and you can go through with a partner because it is a two-player game if you want to do that two-player co-op, or you can do single player. I prefer single player. It's up to you. And you can see here we're just going to jump into it. The controls, you can click right here to view. So pretty basic. You have aim up with your left and right cursor. You just use your mouse for that. X is to shoot. Z is to jump, and while you're using items, you have items that you can use. C and or switching key, you can see right here, you use the S key. But one of these special things about it, which was really cool, if you have a joypad, you can actually use joypad support. So that's really cool. Windows only, if you guys are on that, it's definitely a tip. If you enjoy using like a sort of controller type thing, you can just bind it to those pad buttons. Really cool. You can change your difficulty right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and play an easy, and then of course you can go to training camp, or just jump right into the intro here. So in this case, let's go ahead and look at the training camp here. So here we are in the game. You use your arrow keys to move, and you have this sort of you have this narrative at the top going. So there's a whole storyline to it, telling you how to go about doing your thing here. Like X to shoot. You can destroy certain things in your way, and of course, like I said, you're gonna have to jump in some instances. You can see the really retro sort of graphics here, but really cool multi-level. You have these multiple floors that you're gonna be going through, taking out enemies here. And you can just use your arrow keys as well to move around here with your, or you can use, again, if you have like a joypad sort of cursor technique, you can use that as well. All right, moving along here, you're gonna see you can shoot enemies in certain directions, so that's definitely something you want to get used to. You want to get used to aiming. So in this case, we're trying to aim up, and from this point right here, and shoot. So you can see those arrows kind of give you an example. One of the tips, you can see bullets kind of go all over sporadically here. You have these staircases right here that you can use. They kind of look flat, but it's really cool that basic graphic. It's just flat staircase, but you can actually use it to run up here and get onto the next floor. And then again, you're gonna have to use that jumping to get across these little platforms here. In this case, you can also switch weapons to things like hand grenades to break walls and floors if you want to use that. So in this case, we switch to a hand grenade by using the S, and then you simply shoot like you would normally shoot your gun here, or use the item by hitting C. In this case, you can see there C can blow out the floor, but you got to be careful with that because you can see it actually enables you to what do you call that, fall. You can fall through. You can use things like this grappling hook, which allow you to use a grapple to ascend to different levels. It makes it a little bit easier so you don't have to run all the way down. Definitely one of the tips it's worth using because you can get really tactical in that sort of way. You can shoot enemies from behind cover by hiding them, and you can blow them up with a nade. It's all up to you here. So you can duck here. And at this point, I'm gonna start shooting. Oop, you don't want to get hit there because if you hit, you die, or if you get shot, you die. So really crazy sort of mechanics hidden in a really sort of retro style game here. It looks really basic graphics, but the gameplay is really great. You have a versatile amount of weaponry to use. You have different items you can use, from hand grenades to these sort of flashbangs, which kind of really throw off your screen there. So you can see the flashbangs are really realistic. You can do stuff like that where you can climb up to the top and then throw it tactically. You just have so many different ways to play through each level, and there's tons of levels packed through with different missions and stuff like that while you're killing your enemies. Again, this is Counter Terror. You're taking out terrorists in a really cool and retro sort of graphic game here. This is, again, Counter Terror over here at 2PG.